everyone. I'd like you to look around the room for a moment, please. Now, imagine you own this Quickie Mart, or maybe a cafe, and there's 4 people in this room that you want to do business with. Now, also imagine those 4 same people are the most skeptical and impatient people you have ever met. Okay. Today I'm going to give you the tools. Oops. That went. Today I'm going to give you the tools that will help you do business with those 4 same people. Hi, my name's Nicole Hersick, and I'm the CFO of Dolla. In my role as Chief Financial Officer of Dolla, I talk to people all around the world. Now, I talk to them about our new tech that we're bringing out. It's a brand new algorithm that we've built from the ground up. Most people are impressed with the fact that Dolla has already achieved 10,000 confirmed transactions per second. But the problem is they still don't understand crypto and how it can make their lives better. So why do you think that is? Well, you all here would understand cryptocurrency and blockchain way better than most, but many say they're just bombarded with information and they get information overload. So they just really want to know a few simple things. How can it make their lives better? Well, let's start with an obvious one, shall we? Put your hands up if you made at least one payment today already. I know I did. My coffee and my second coffee. So we can safely say that transactions are intertwined to people's daily lives. So we'd all agree that any network needs to work seamlessly and as fast as people expect it to. Talking about that, I'll tell you about a mammoth adventure I went on to book a condo for this event. Many may have had the same experience. So I went onto a website, found a really cool place, booked the details, had to go to a different website to make the payment. Then I got sent to another website to put in the time of my arrival, the party details. Then I got directed to another website after that, and I was told to check my email to download a PDF to put in more details. Then after I put all those details, including a picture of myself with my ID, because I was told the concierges would not let me in the building otherwise, after I did all of that, I went to finally another email with another download, and it gave me the address of the property, which I finally got. They did let me in, by the way, so we're all good. But really, it shouldn't have been that hard, honestly. The transactions really should be as little effort as possible, like scanning a QR code and done. Now, raise your hand if you dread going shopping because of the checkout wait times. Well, we can all agree a payment process is a pain. Well, Square did a survey in 2016 and 37% of respondents said that waiting in line for payments was their top pain point in any transaction. More surprisingly, 87% of credit card users reported they were frustrated at their chip cards because they were slower than the old swipe cards. Now, in 2017, the Quick Chip did come out for Visa and MasterCard. The problem is, it still only has a top speed of 2.5 seconds, and the payment can still be rolled back at a later stage, which of course, to every business owner, it costs them money. I know in my last business, it cost $50 for the transaction to be rolled back, plus the money gone back. Didn't help the bottom line, I can tell you. Now, with a confirmed transaction speed of 1 second, that would have a huge impact on any sector. It will help reduce the waiting times, cut down on customer frustrations, and the vendors will be able to increase their transactions. Not to mention the rollbacks and chargebacks will be gone forever. That's if you're on the Dolla network. Now, talking about speed, just a couple of days ago, I was reading Cointelegraph, and the CEO of Coinbase, Brian Armstead, made this comment, that there are a few teams currently working on increasing the scalability of cryptocurrencies, hoping to reach 500 to 5,000 transactions per second, so that they can start to reach Visa and PayPal numbers. Now, so if anyone knows Brian, tell him to call me. We've already done it. And it's also secure. But really, what's the point without it being secure? So there's a lot of talk about hacks, rollbacks, blockchains written in poor code. Now, we're coming out of the cowboy stage of our industry. We really should be able to secure our transactions, both in privacy and from theft. But before you can secure a blockchain, you should be able to answer, before you can be sure a blockchain is secure, you should answer these same questions. Is it designed from the ground up with research-first philosophy? And is it built on a most solid foundation that's possible? Is it tested and code audited constantly? Is it built in a language that is known for being secure and not buggy? So how can you be sure to answer these questions? Well, that's where a lot of research and testing and reading a bucket load of massive technical white papers. But I'm going to give you a cheat sheet. Dolla already is. So now you have 3 of the 4 tools I said I was going to give you. We've already helped those skeptical and impatient people find more time in their lives by increasing the speed of transactions. We have finality so everyone knows they're getting their transaction done. And we have secured the information. So there's only just one left. All right. This is going to revolutionize the entire cryptocurrency world. No matter what transaction and no matter how much, it will only cost 1 cent on the Dolla network, party to party. Now let's take this chicken sandwich for instance, okay? Say it costs $10. Let's say that transaction fee is 2.5%. That's 25 cents. To most of you, it's just a quarter. But to a vendor, it's the cost of doing business. Now, what happens if that same vendor could save 96% of that cost and get charged 1 cent? Or even better, charge the purchaser the 1 cent. You've increased your 100%. And that's what Dolla can do. But look, let's make it a bit more interesting. All right, Porsche Panamera in blue. Fantastic family car, by the way. If you sell one of these, it'll cost about $100,000. Now, to the vendor, that's $2,500 he has to pay. What happens if you've just sold it for 1 cent? You've just got the fee of 1 cent. You've pocketed $2,499. Even better, the purchaser has just paid the 1 cent transaction fee. $2,500 straight in your pocket. That is a good bar tab. So, in 2017, approximately $26 billion was charged to fees to cardholders. But what if most of that was handed back to the people instead of the companies like Visa and PayPal? So when I say a penny can change the cryptocurrency world, I actually mean it. Now, with the 4 tools I have just given you, you can overcome the worries of those skeptical and impatient people that you wanted to do business with when you own your Quickie Mart or maybe a cafe. Because you've got a scalable network to do the mass transactions with, fast confirmed transactions for everyone. So no more waiting in lines on Christmas Eve or something. And finally, a secure, brand new Haskell-based language. And the cost is 1 cent per transaction. So if you want to discover more about what we're doing, we're over here at 420. Alternatively, we also do have 3 master nodes left for sale. So we're not a mining, we are proof of stake. We're coming out with 100 billion coins in July, August, when we're launching on the networks and the exchanges. So if you want to have a look, find out more about us, please come right ahead.